Okay, so let's look at the bare expression lab. So, okay, so we can see some messages. There's no search functionality, and we've got a link. Okay, so link to view message 1, and I can guess this ID parameter. If I change that, okay, I can see message 2. Okay, so while there's no form field to inject into, the very obvious injection point to target is this ID parameter in the URL. Okay, so let's try injecting a single quote. Now, that hasn't caused an injection. We can see the single quote is in some way reflected, but it's not caused an injection. Okay, now there are a few ways we could go from here, but there's a technique that I really quite like when we're working with numbers, and that is to inject -1. Okay. Okay, now what we're going to do, so ID is currently 2. What we're going to do is we're going to put in 3 minus 1. Now, what we would expect if the application is functioning normally is probably an error, something like can't convert to number. But let's see what we get. Well, we've got the exact same message back. Now, the fact that 3 minus 1 has returned message 2, that is an indication that the expression is being processed. And look, if we change this a bit more, say if we do 3 minus 2, we've got, I think that is message 1. And if we change it some more, okay, so we're seeing quite strong evidence that that this is in some way being processed. Single quote didn't seem to do anything. I wonder what happens if we introduce a syntax error. So maybe if we just do 4 minus. Okay. This is very strong evidence that the field is injectable. Okay. So let's just go back and in fact go back to here. So we want to get the flag from table flag column token. Okay, so let's see. So yeah, we've not as yet seen a reflection of code. I wonder, is this going to be? Could we just? Is it as simple as that? Okay. So we're able to put in the or 1 equals 1. Are we able to do a union select? In fact, I might just try stopping there. Okay. I was just hoping we might get some more info in the error message, but no harm. So union select, and let's simply add union select token from flag. Okay, and that's been successful. So let's just grab that token, flip back to the lab page. And there we go, we've solved the lab. So there was not much more we needed to do from an exploitation point of view. The main point of this lab was to introduce the technique where we see a numerical parameter to, instead of trying to inject a single quote, we can try to inject an arithmetic expression. And in this case, we found the injection point and we were able to exploit it.